ever since this picture went online.
This is South Africa.
Hello and welcome to the channel. There is a lot happening in South Africa. And this announcement of the South African Mets team that won in Australia came at a very tricky moment, and the Nigerians have taken the opportunity together with some Americans to drag South Africa for the lack of representation in terms of black South Africans. Looking at the demographics in this image, the Mets is not mathing. So it's definitely not a matter of smarts, but it could be a matter of access. We'll talk about how did this happen, and then we talk about all of the other countries that also have Asians in their team. Of course, people will blame UNG for bringing the 30%. What are your thoughts on our Mets? Give this video a thumbs up as we take a look.
For those of you people who don't know, these are the people who represented South Africa in the World Mathematics Olympics, and they won. They came back home with the trophy, with the gold. So they came out first place. They brought this trophy in Africa. I don't think there's any other African country that has ever won it. But that's not what people are talking about. They are not talking about the fact that South Africa has brought an international trophy to Africa. Instead, they are focusing on the part that there's no black person on this group. You understand? Before you come online and start saying stupid and rubbish things and start saying, oh, black South Africans are not doing nothing, they cannot represent their country. Go and check the sports industry before you come and commentation nonsense. Because I've been seeing so many of you people comment on my DMs and saying, grandson, look at this, black South Africans cannot do shit. Go and check the people who won it for the US, the people who won it for Uncle Donald Trump's country. Go and check the people, and you will see that there is Asians, it's American Asians that won that competition for the US when the US won it. Go and check it and you will see.
Y'all see this picture behind me here? That right there is South Africa's mathematics team, or the national math team. Them right there. I want you to take a good look at this. Look at this here. This is South Africa. Now, let me break this down real quick using just this image here. South Africa is a predominantly black nation, right? Say what you will about the country, but it is predominantly black. This team is made up of what seems to be Asian folks and white folks. Now, the reason for that is not because of a lack of representation, but instead because these are the people who prioritize mathematics. I'm not going to take it into this, nonsense argument of, well, they're just smarter. No. These people here prioritize math. Therefore, they become astute, the best of the best in math. You see how that works? If we want to be in positions like this, we have to prioritize the things that they do, because math is one of those subjects that doesn't care how you feel, right? The answer is the answer. The equation is the equation. It's kind of like sports. You suck or you've got it. And whichever one that you give yourself to, you're going to reap the rewards of that. Now, anybody who sees that as some sort of white supremacist message, then I don't know what else to tell you. This is the best way I can help you. If we want to find ourselves in more of this type of situation, simple. Do the math.
Oh, no, my name. How are they selfish, bro? 230,000 rand a month.
Yeah, but and then
so 230,000 rand a month. What they're saying is that's what the average pilot in South Africa earns. 230,000 rand a month.
Captains earn between 1.8 million rands to 2.3 million rands, right? So now, if you're in the United States, a median salary, I don't know what a median is. Is that a name for a pilot?
No. Median is like, so there's an average, right? And then there's a median.
Yeah.
But a median, because an average is, what's the formula?
It's basically whatever divided by the number that you attempted. So if you fly 22 times,
4 guys earning 9,000 rands.
Yes.
And then there's 1 guy earning 1,000 rands.
Yes.
To get the average, you'll times
I don't know.
You're
looking at me for maths.
To get the average, I think you.
This is why we can't let them remove pure maths. Okay? We need it. The median just means the middle number. Now, anyway, this is why you need maths, guys. Huh? Even on a podcast, it matters. You need to understand what you are explaining, what you're talking about. Love these guys. Love the content.
Did you know that South Africa is the only country in the whole world that offers mathematical literacy as an alternative to pure mathematics? Mathematical literacy was introduced back in 2006. The reason being that most of the students were scared of pure mathematics, and thousands of students completed matric without mathematics. I think that's the reason why majority of the black were teachers and nurses. Let's not forget that South Africa is a third world country. It's a developing country with big challenges. So if we really want to compete globally, then we need to start building a generation that is strong in real mathematics, just like China did. I think this is the time to scrap mathematical literacy from our curriculum, and we need to raise the bar from 30% to at least 50%.
Well, there you have it. Doesn't matter what people say, we know we'll poke a few jokes here and there, and people are always ready to have egg on the face of South Africans. Well done to the learners. Now, this has brought a lot of questions about what about representation, quotas, all of that, as you would know South Africa's history. But Asikolap, where we are is that South Africa's matric results, both public and those that are of independent private school, show that there is a fair representation, meaning that they are equally capable, they're equally smart, and are able to perform. As it stands right now, there is a 17-year-old that has finished her degree, and she is what? An African student. And there are lots, as I have said, if you look at the previous matric results, both public and independent, the performers in terms of ability. But this group that went to Australia definitely came from a private school. It was sourced privately, and unfortunately we can't monitor everybody who uses the term South Africa. Maybe it's something that the government should consider, to have the name South Africa trademarked, that those that wish to use the name South Africa, they apply for licenses, because really this name is being used all willy-nilly somehow, and there must be a way that South African can protect who gets to say this is a national team. Really, is it not getting out of hand? But anyway, the maths, Yona, it will catch up with all of us, as you have seen in the videos. Are we really lacking in terms of mathematics? Please give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for joining us on this one, and I'll see you on the next. Bye.